One meditation we should never neglect, even if it's not our main meditation object, is loving kindness. At least as a supplementary meditation object, it's highly recommended to at least occasionally dedicate a formal session to loving kindness. Good for oneself, good for others, good for both. Maybe one of the easiest meditation objects to actually feel something, to notice some progress, to generate some joy and happiness. Loving kindness is simply the intention of unconditional goodwill to all living beings without distinction or exception. It is also the emotion, the feeling connected with that intention, because wishing ourselves and others well simply feels good. It's a very uplifting emotion, a very pleasant feeling, a buoyant emotion to develop loving kindness. And the crucial step is in getting that emotion going, that intention, that feeling of unconditional goodwill, and to kindle that in our mind, to bring that up, to generate it. And my suggestion is usually pick the most easy living being you can find. Someone you already find it natural, just thinking of that being may already automatically bring up positive feelings of wishing them well. Like a good friend, an auntie or uncle, possibly a spiritual teacher. It can also simply be your own little dog or puppy, a neighbor's kitten, as cute as possible. And here the miniature horse from the neighbors, one of the horses adjusted by the neighbors. The only thing is it should be a being still alive and not just a fantasy thing, but a being that really exists, that you know to some extent. And even if it's just a super cute kitten, so that it's really easy to feel loving kindness to that being. And then we simply use a little mantra-like formula directed at that being which we already like a lot. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. And mentally repeating that little mantra again and again, gently but with determination. gladness and in safety. May you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. We say it like we really mean it. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. You can imagine that being that person, that puppy, at a moment when they were really happy, when they were beaming, filled with joy and happiness, everything fine for them. You can imagine, picture them in your mind in that kind of situation. And may they be just like that, even more happy. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Now we mindfully notice as we are repeating this little mantra how the intention and in particular the emotion, the feeling of unconditional goodwill is building up in our mind. Now can we notice that buoyant, uplifting emotion? Now can we actually feel metta, not just thinking it, but noticing the feeling? And if we give some attention to that feeling, and if we unwavering continue repeating our little mantra, now that feeling, that emotion grows, becomes stronger. Now some people experience it like a beautiful light, a golden light in their chest, or a warm, fuzzy feeling throughout the body, whichever, a light, uplifting, pleasant feeling of wishing well to just one being. And just mindfully noticing that and noticing how it grows while we repeat the mantra in gladness and in safety. May you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. If we get distracted by past, future worries, planning, we don't get upset, we just notice and bring our mind back to the mantra and the emotion of unconditional goodwill. Just mindfully noticing we are distracted, gently but determinedly returning the mind to our little formula, in gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. once we actually feel something, we're not just thinking these words, but we have at least a little bit the corresponding emotion and feeling. That's a good time now to include more beings. Exactly the same wishing well, the same unconditional goodwill to our favorite being. We are now extending to everyone in this meditation hall, all the meditators here. Exactly the same, in gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Can we sustain that pleasant feeling, that uplifting emotion of unconditional goodwill, now directed to all the meditators here in this Dhamma hall? Can we even grow it further? More beings feels even better. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. we just allow that emotion, that feeling to grow, to spread throughout the body, to suffuse our whole body and mind. It feels so good to wish well to other beings. It feels even better to include more beings. And now we can give special attention to include ourselves. Our metta, our loving kindness is not complete if it doesn't wholeheartedly include ourselves. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. If we notice any objections arising in our mind that we may possibly not deserve that or that it's egoistic, then let us remind ourselves the Buddha instructed us to have loving kindness to absolutely everyone, any living beings. So that definitely includes us. We should have loving kindness to ourselves, according to the instruction of the Buddha. Warts and all, it doesn't matter at all what we have messed up, what character flaws we may have had, what mistakes we may have made in the past. Totally irrelevant. We qualify for unconditional loving kindness simply on the grounds of being a living being. That's fully sufficient. So we can give unconditional loving kindness to ourselves, warts and all. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. once we can sustain the same unconditional goodwill accompanied by the feeling and the emotion, the uplifting, gratifying emotion of loving kindness towards ourselves, that is a good time to now aim to go really upamanya, limitless, boundless, infinite, to extend loving kindness to more and more beings, to spread out loving kindness in all directions, further and further. All beings in and around this meditation hall, we ourselves, all the other humans, whatever devas are here in and around the Dhamma hall, whatever spirits or ghosts, whatever ants or geckos, mozzies, flies, kangaroos, horses, wallabies, koalas, all the beings in and around this Dhamma hall, in gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. We can spread out further all the neighbors, Kolo, Mount Crosby, all the creatures in Dagilan National Park. They're going further and further, crashing through all restrictions and boundaries. Everyone in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, the whole world, all humans in the whole world, all devas, all spirits, all animals, all insects, all beings on this whole planet Earth. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Now going even further, all Martians and Venusians spreading through the solar system, through the galaxy, far away galaxies, weird green or blue aliens, whatever creatures exist throughout the whole universe, small or tiny, ugly or beautiful, no distinction. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Saints and sinners, enlightened and evil corrupted, terrorists and heroes and heroines, criminals and inspiring teachers, no metta, no distinction, whatever race or color or nationality, whether human or animal, spirit, deva, brahma, young or old, man or woman, no distinction, everyone unconditional, wishing well, may they be well, may they be happy. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Down to the deepest hell, up to the highest heaven and Brahmalokas, the pure abodes, all around in all direction, without limit, without restriction, infinite, boundless, spreading out unconditional goodwill to absolutely everyone. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Welcome back. We can get to our little circumambulation walking meditation. As we just chanted in the words of the Buddha himself, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, one should sustain this recollection. So loving kindness is especially pointed out by the Buddha himself as being very suitable to cultivate in any posture. So I suggest we just continue radiating loving kindness to all beings, to ourselves, to everyone, while we are walking now. So, loving kindness. We are making lots of good karma. With every time we are thinking, may all beings be happy and at ease. Not just that thought is already an act of generating good karma. And if we can sustain that, and if we can make that intention very strong, and if we can unify our mind in samadhi, based on that intention of unconditional goodwill to all beings, this is the most powerful good karma and we can make. The only thing which is still more powerful is the karma leading to the end of karma, the wisdom and insight. But in terms of generating good karma, generating punya, loving kindness is incredibly powerful. The Buddha pointed out that even developing unconditional loving kindness to all beings, and the mind unifying on that theme, even just for seconds, is more good karma than the huge donations or offering food to the Buddha and the whole Sangha, or even more good karma than building a whole monastery. Is so powerful. If it's, not just a thought, but if the mind really unifies on that particular emotion, intention. So it's a great one if you're worried that maybe I don't have enough good karma or I may have some bad karma. Loving kindness is fantastic for purifying any bad karma that may still persist in our mind. And it's also a great meditation object to notice something. Of course, you can watch the breath, and it's an excellent meditation object, breath meditation. But I do notice that many people seem to get a more palpable and noticeable result easier and quicker with loving kindness, because it feels good almost immediately. You don't have to have deep samadhi to feel good with loving kindness. So why are we not doing it more? What is our excuse? We can't really have an excuse. Another advantage, as the Buddha pointed out, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, one should sustain this recollection. And as we chant in the Metta Sutta, or regular chant on Sunday afternoon, the Buddha's words in loving kindness. Now, this is really the Buddha's words himself. It's just a translation of what the Buddha himself was saying. And in these lines, he points out that is particularly suitable to develop in all postures. So if you feel, I can't really meditate because I can't sit on the floor, and to be honest, that's not a real excuse anyhow, but particularly for loving kindness, this is no excuse at all. As long as you can either lie or stand or walk or sit, if you can just do only one of these four, it's good enough that you can develop loving kindness. Now give it a try while walking. Because I know you guys are busy, many people telling me, Bande, we can't really practice meditation, we are too busy in lay life. Are you too busy to stand in lay life? Are you too busy to walk or to sit? Or to lie down? No. As long as you do that, you can use these four postures, any of them, to cultivate unconditional goodwill to all beings. And there's a good synergies. When you're walking to the bus or when you're shopping and you're sitting in the car or in the train, now why not using that wasted time, so to speak? Why not using it to develop loving kindness, the Metta Bhavana? And you may even want to try out whether it has some external impact. But don't expect too much, but start with an animal. It's amazing how sometimes animals respond to someone who has got strong loving kindness. The cat may be coming to you and sitting on your lap and purring. Everyone is wondering, why does this cat like you so much? It doesn't like me. The reason may be that you have the loving kindness. And that can be a nice encouragement. Humans tend to be a little bit tougher than animals. They have a thicker skin, so to speak. It's more difficult to get through to humans. But if you go into a job interview or an examination, an exam, have you ever tried starting that with loving kindness rather than fear? These dreaded meetings you have to attend, or having to contact some difficult person, your boss or your mother-in-law or the unpleasant neighbor, and starting that by radiating loving kindness specifically to that difficult person. See whether it goes smoother after that. And then there's so much anxiety around in our society, and the people just worry about anything, get even panic attacks. And I think it's the most common mental disorder, and anxiety disorder is the most common of all mental problems. But how would you be anxious if all beings in the whole universe are kind of your friends, at least in the sense that you feel friendly towards them? Of course, we shouldn't become dewy-eyed and see everything through pink glasses. Even if we have loving kindness to absolutely all beings, that doesn't mean necessarily that's the other way around. We may still get attacked or hurt or harmed by some other beings. But nevertheless, just psychologically, if we consider all beings our friends, so to speak, if we have that attitude of wishing well to all beings, we usually don't have fear of them. It's really very effective of overcoming fear and anxiety. You feel at ease, you feel happy. A person who is happy and at ease tends to worry much less, is less anxious. You're also building up this most powerful punya, good karma. You can create so much punya, and the more we fill up our heart with punya, instinctively we worry less, we feel more secure, because that is a great way of increasing the level of our security or safety, not making bad karma, keeping precepts, and then filling our heart with punya and loving kindness. That's the quickest way of really filling up the heart with good karma, with punya. There's this brightness in the mind. Whenever we develop goodwill to all beings. And I'm very sure that it has some impact on this world. And if you see what's happening in Gaza, what's happening in Ukraine, there's too much hatred in this world. And what is the only way of overcoming hatred? Killing all these hateful people? Is that the way of resolving it? We have been trying to kill all the bad guys ever since human history started. It doesn't work. You can't get rid of the bad guys by killing them all, but you end up becoming the bad guy yourself. That's the problem. The Buddha said only non-hatred can overcome hatred. And there's an effect, only we impinge each other mentally, and the more people radiate loving kindness and really have strong loving kindness in their heart, and it will have some impact on the others. I'm not saying that if you sit down in our loving kindness meditation, the war in Gaza will stop. I mean, I'm not so dewy-eyed, but the more people are doing that and the more they deepen that practice, both the quantity and the quality increasing in this world, I have no doubt in my mind that it will have a subtle effect, and more than just a subtle effect, the more that spreads. And in any case, at the very minimum, even if it doesn't have much effect externally, it had a tremendous effect on your mind. Whatever others are doing, or may be doing, the Buddha said there's a way around hatred, and that is non-hatred, loving kindness. There's a way around killing and violence, and that is non-violence, abstaining from killing. So at least we will not be part of that, and we live in that world without affliction. And if we already now develop a heart that is not afflicting any other being, wishing well to everyone, the result is that we will be reborn in a world of non-affliction, where you don't have war. Don't have war in Brahmaloka. You don't have war in the higher central Devalokas. So I suggest we all go for it. Can't have too much. Can you have too much loving kindness? Have you ever heard the Buddha blaming a monk or nun or male or female lay disciple? You have too much loving kindness, you shouldn't have so much loving kindness. I have never heard that either. Have you ever heard of people who may not have enough loving kindness? Yeah, there can be quite a few, no? So let's go for it. But quite a few, I think, newcomers or people who don't come so regularly. So I also want to open up for questions, comments, anything you like to share or you like to inquire. Yes?
You say road rage, road loving kindness.
Exactly, road loving kindness. If he cuts in front of you, let another 10 people cut in front of you as well. You don't worry if you come half an hour late. And if your boss complains, why are you half an hour late? I was practicing road loving kindness. And he will just smile at you because your loving kindness is so strong that even the toughest boss melts away. Hopefully, I don't give a guarantee on that. No warranties, but... So let us send loving kindness and all develop loving kindness, emotional intelligence, skillful speech, polite speech, kind speech, and that they communicate additionally to the words they're speaking, the unconditional goodwill to all beings. Let us share merits with all beings, page 33.